Looks like it's starting. The broadcast is starting. We live. Let's look if people start to, as you say, matriculate. That people would go ahead and matriculate in the building. You know.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. All right, I'm muted there. Cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I need to, I got high speed in here, man. I need to go ahead and hook that high speed up. I don't know why I'm tripping, man. It's because I just snatch everything out and do all this stuff, man. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Looks like the guy that raps. Somebody said to shine the building.
That's what's up.
The cold and dirty.
All day, boy.
The cold and dirty. You know what I'm saying? And dirty. So looks like, yeah, we got some people that's showing up in the building, man. So I guess we can go ahead and start introducing ourselves, man. I'm Brother Darren Marion, Blurred Planet, also Retail SEO, and Darren's Coffee Company. I am one of the mentors for the mentorship program, the Hip Hop News Uncensored mentorship program that we are running and running here. And this, go ahead, Brother Consul, you introduce yourself.
No question, man. This is Brother Consul, Cheshmore Moon, CEO of Aboriginal Consulting Corporation. We start up and consult businesses. We take thoughts and bring them into reality, do business infrastructure, and consulting on, making sure businesses run efficiently.
Look, hey, you see my daughter's coming in the building, man. So that's what's good thing about that's the good thing, man, about being able to work at the home office there. Yeah, working at the home office is you get to have your kids around. So, and that's something that we're trying to get done or trying to teach people how to do with this mentorship program.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of brings us to the topic of today, and that is optimizing your income. And so, I wouldn't be able to work from home with a couple businesses if I didn't optimize my time as well as optimizing my income. And so we want to have that talk about how this all, translates.
Definitely, man. Especially, when it comes to optimizing your income, it's the mentality around ownership. We're going to touch on that too, the mentality around business ownership. That's really important, man.
It looks like somebody said they could wish they could work at home. Well, we're trying to get you set up to be able to work at home. So, yeah. So the first thing we were talking about before we even got this going, talking about how as businessmen we're able, need to optimize our time to be able to make things work and to really give a lot of attention to this program. Because it is something that we see there's going to be a great deal of benefit in this program. I mean, how often do you have an expert in finance and accounting, expert in SEO, expert in YouTube, just overall just be able to have a general conversation with men about business. How often are you going to be able to have that? And that's something that we really want to stress. So, bro, you want to kick it off, man?
Yeah, definitely, man. But I want to share a couple of things, if I can, really quick. The first thing I want to share. Let's see if I'm able to do that. Darren, you may have to click on my screen so everybody can see it. I'm not sure. Try to open this up a little bit so everybody can see that.
Yep, looks good.
All right. So this is something that I took out of from Robert Kiyosaki. Everybody in this quadrant. cash flow. And, you know, I was already doing this and didn't realize I was until I went to one of his seminars, and he was very dynamic at that time. And it still holds true. The difference between active and passive. Now, you know, you have, I think someone says they want to work from home. Well, it's the mentality about working from home, because, of course, we all start out as employees, right? You look to your left, top left, you start off as an active employee. And then your income becomes even more active because you come to the notion that you want to be a business owner. You say, I work from home. But what happens is 95% of self-employed people, they trade time for money. And every day you starting at zero. Every single day you start all the way over. Whatever you made, however you prospered Monday, means absolutely nothing Tuesday. Because you got to perpetuate the same energy and have the same movement and motivation every single day. When you transcend it over to passive income, you become a business owner and an investor. Now, barely 5% of people really get into this quadrant, because you make money, your business makes money with or without you. So even if you are a home-owned or self-employed business owner, you want to be able to make sure that your money perpetuates or has a perpetual economy to create revenue with or without you, because you start investing in other people's time and conserving yours.
Ideally, that's not supposed to work, right?
Right, ideally, man. Yeah, go ahead, Kay. Now we talking in a perfect world, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of being a business owner is being able to say is being able to being able to hire someone, be able to create an economy, to be able to leverage that. So it's either you have I think back when I was in the banking world, I had a customer and you have a lot of time or you have a lot of money. And if you have a lot of time, you need to spend that time trying to get that money. And if you have money, then you need to be going ahead and extending that time. So that's the lesson that I learned early in the game.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. And even when, understanding the fundamental skills of business, then you can actually optimize it. You can optimize your income, because each dollar, each penny has a responsibility in business. And the biggest misconception is that you only work business. No, when you wake up, it's business. Everything about you is commerce, from the food you eat to the clothes you wear to the time spent for entertainment. And the way that you know that is you get a receipt. Well, a receipt is a bill of exchange. So if anything you do or anything that happens to you where you got to write a receipt, that is an act of business in commerce. So a lot of times people misunderstand economy with revenue and income. The economy is the housing structure that makes you efficient in what you do with your income. So income, i.e. financing, is a facet of economy. So in order to optimize your income, you have to become economic. And that's a lot of things. A lot of times people don't look at it that way, D, because they don't understand the proper terminology.
Mm-hmm. That's something. Remember, Malcolm X is in the autobiography of Malcolm X. First word he learned was Aardvark. Actually, I started an investment group called the Aardvark Investment Group, because when we define things appropriately and correctly, then we're able to make so many. We're able to. It's the lingua franca.
Right.
It's the basic, the mother tongue. It's what equals. It's the great equalizer with us. Mm-hmm. And it's just going back to re-stressing, optimizing your time, optimizing your life. As somebody who's a search engine optimization specialist, it's I real quick. I was looking through the chat and I saw somebody that said, they said, fuck that. The government takes 50% of our money anyway. And I was, that made me think, well, okay, this person really doesn't know a lot about optimizing their income, optimizing their wealth. And that's, I can't stress enough. These are kind of conversations that we have on a daily basis. Yeah, the government if you truly understand how the government works, how taxation works, as a business owner, then you'll see things work completely different. The way that you're able to leverage your income using the tax, all the tax shelters that President Trump has given us. He's really fought for himself and his buddies. We just happen to get a byproduct of that.
Yeah, man, that's real talk. I mean, because the economy is truly a free market system in America. It's just that we're byproducts, or we're chattel indentured employees, and we don't reap the benefits of the government that is capitalistic in nature. But that doesn't prevent you from being an individual capitalist. That don't stop you from doing that. There's vehicles that are in place that will help shield taxes. But again, that just takes education and understanding the tax code, the tax system. We tend to not understand the distribution of wealth in the United States. The middle class and the poverty-stricken people share 7% of America's wealth. 7%. So that means between the middle class and the poverty-stricken people in America, we are one check away from poverty. Just one paycheck. All it takes is for you to miss one paycheck. So if you're not wealthy or rich, you will be poverty-stricken when it comes to budgeting and understanding finance. And some take longer than others because you have thousandaires and millionaires that are not budgeted properly. It'll just take them longer to go broke, but they're going broke because they're not setting up a financial infrastructure system. And that's what's important about the hip hop, Uncensored, the mentorship program is really, really vital, man. That's why we're really excited about bringing this to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't stress it enough, man. These are the conversations that we have. I know the mentorship program, we get a lot of interest. A lot of people are wanting to jump in and really be part of this. And we're going to be closing things off soon. And, we want to provide this opportunity to those who are, not only if you're working in hip hop or if you're working in business, if you have a YouTube channel, all that stuff, man, this is the type of benefit that you'll be able to receive with this. If you haven't had these kind of conversations, or if you're wanting to have these kind of conversations to build your business, then you probably should. I'm frank like that. So, if I'm
reading the comments, man. They're pretty exciting. I'm looking at the comments right now.
What's that?
It's a couple of them I kind of want to address, man.
Oh, well, then go for it, man.
Well, the economy is struggling. I'm going to say this. The economy is struggling for employees. But the economists are not struggling. If you got an employee mindset, you're going to struggle in this government. There is a level of oppression. That's in any society, tribal, any society is going to be an oppressive state. The have and the have-nots. However, if you are an employee and you operate as an employee in the mind and outside of your regular 9-to-5 job, yes, the economy is going to work against you. It's really, really, truly, man, about education. You don't need $1 million to live like $1 million. The misunderstanding of credit. Not realizing that credit is debt. You need debt in order to maintain your buying power. It's not like simple bartering where you bring a sheep and I want that buggy. So you ask me for 3 sheep. So I give you 3 sheep and you give me the buggy. In this economic system, the bartering system has been gone since the Middle Ages. So yes, in a perfect world, we could set that economic system up to work like it did in the Middle Ages, but it's no longer the Middle Ages. So technology, engineering, and mathematics made sure to that. So because we're in a system that is technologically based in electronics and optimization of digital funding, we have to be able to diversify our portfolio by maintaining an economic discipline. So you have to be economically sound so that the income that you bring in is optimized, because there's a difference between revenue and income. There is a difference between that, because the income that you pull in is taxed. The revenue is what you retain. So you have to kind of understand the auspicity in which you operate. Most of the time we operate in our person, our first person. When you go into a restaurant, you sit down, you pull out your debit card, don't you? Or you pull some money out your wallet or your purse and you buy a cup of tea. Are you buying the cup of tea, or is your company buying the cup of tea? Where's your economic shroud? Where's your protection? You should not be putting your sole person out there to be liable for loss of something depreciating as the US dollar. The US dollar has no intrinsic value. However, it is extremely valued when traded. So that means that you have to diversify and invest in the trading of the dollar, not the exchange of it. So you create a tax shroud, such as an LLC or an S corp. LLC optimally, and operate as a corporate entity when you sit down and get your cup of tea. Because then that falls into a Schedule A, B, or C on your income tax and becomes a write-off when you're properly structured. And this is, now I'm letting you know, guys, this stuff is written in our laws at a 6th grade education level. But it's not taught where it should be taught, which is from 6th grade through high school. It's not taught. So that's a whole nother social political conversation. But we talking about optimizing your income. I know you got some insight on that, Ken.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. It's something that I would always say when I had my coffee shops is, I'm not going to lose my house because I didn't sell a latte. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have operated as an individual entity instead of a corporation, if anything would go wrong with the corporation is there to protect me. And that's just how you need to move. You have to move. I can't stress enough. Bill Gates doesn't go, and when he doesn't put down his personal credit, he doesn't put his social security number down when Microsoft goes and they need a new building or they need to bring in a bunch of inventory. Michael Dell doesn't put his social security number down on a credit card application when he goes to when Dell computer needs something. As a business owner, you need to move the exact same way. And that translates over into the SEO world, because no matter how large or how small your website is, you need to operate the exact same way. You know, we started off with the Hip Hop News Uncensored website, started off brand new, nothing on it. Now we're one of the top hip hop websites in the world. I think top 100 hip hop websites in the world. And that's because from jump, we moved like a Source magazine, like a Double XL, like a Hot New Hip Hop, like a Hip Hop DX. That's how we moved from jump. And that's, it works. The process works. You just have to follow the process. You have to believe in the process. And I think that, having people who are actually there and who've gone through the process and been through the process and talk you through the process, that's look, somebody's asking, what are the steps to becoming an LLC? Well, one way you could find out, and that is by joining our Hip Hop News Uncensored mentorship program. And we'll walk you through the entire process from A to Z of what you need to do. We'll be your mentor. We're the people that's gonna have the resources. They're gonna provide the resources to you so you can be successful, so you know exactly what type of business you need to do for your business, for your YouTube channel, for your website, etc.
Yeah, I want to man, the chat is jumping, man. I want to address a couple of things, man.
I need to watch the chat, man.
Huh?
I said I need to do a better job of watching the chat, man. See what's going on.
So let me start with, I am a primary researcher and a peripheral investigator. That's just because I'm actually pulling up the actual definitions of some things without getting into a fallacy of etymology fallacy. I don't want to get into semantics, but let's go here, King. Let's start here. There. The first question I saw was cryptocurrency is the future, and the stock market can't keep up. Let me say this: your portfolio needs to be diversified. I wouldn't put, all my revenue into cryptocurrency because it is a cryptic currency, henceforth cryptocurrency. That's why it's called that. It's called that for a reason. Now, what makes cryptocurrency as effective as it should be, it's not the currency. It operates just like any other dollar. It's traded. It is the actual stock market. It's just another form of a stock market. It's just like any other Forex trading system. What they do is they create a platform, they pump it up where you have principals that start to fund the currency. Once it becomes public, then people buy into that currency based on its trading volatility. The trading is high, people are buying into it like Bitcoin or Ethereum, or Litecoin, things of that nature. However, it is the blockchain technology that use cryptocurrency as a segue into the technology. So cryptocurrency is nothing but a digital asset, and it's designed to work as a medium of exchange. Well, US dollar is a paper tangible asset that's designed to work as a medium of exchange. So it's basically the same thing. There is no difference in that. The issue is blockchain technology. That's the key. And so when understanding that, it still goes back to income optimization. If I know that I'm investing in crypto, I'm going to invest in the mining of cryptocurrency, not the actual currency, and I'm going to invest in the blockchain technology that is changing every hour. Blockchain encryption is absolutely immense. It's not an average situation. It is a living organism now, a digital living organism that people program and change every single day. If I'm a business owner and investor and I want to fortify my portfolio, I'm going to invest in those that are creating the blockchain technology. I'm not going to be the lowly employee and be rendered to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin drops, I drop. So we're talking, that's what the mentorship program is going to teach. This is how to make a paradigm shift from being employed and self-employed to being an owner and an investor. That's why it's so important that we're asking everybody, get involved, man. Get involved and understand what these things mean. Because someone asks, well, what is credit? And explain it to me. It's the ability of a customer to obtain goods or services before payment. So that means that in America, we believe in debt. So if I can take $100 and break it into 30 parts per 100, that means that I have 30 days net to pay back the $100 that I just borrowed. So each dollar has a 100th magnitude. So I get 1,000% return if it's revolving or if it's a line of credit. Instead of immediately passing my $100, I lose it, and now my buying power is immediately depreciated. We get intimidated by credit because we don't pay quarterly, we pay monthly. No, your bills are net 30, but you should be paying bills at a lump sum of 3 to 4 times a year, every 3 or 4 months, just like a corporation would operate. If you're going to be employed by somebody, you employ yourself as an LLC, work for hire. Employers won't say anything because you don't ask them to. but if you
we're the solopreneur economy, man. Yeah,
that's just what it is. But forgive me for being wordy, man. I just
you kicking the signs, man.
I'm trying to help folks out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I know that we both have businesses to run. So we got right now in Japan it's Konnichiwa, and as you can see, I got my son here, and I get to be able to spend some time with my son and my daughter. So that's what's up, man. Yeah. So that's what life's about, man.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna drop a link to the mentorship program. in here, and all you got to do is just go that guy that raps. Go check out. Just go to the site and go from there, man. We got you.
That's what it is.
All right, y'all. Y'all be easy.
Peace and power, y'all.